Alrighty guys, and just like that, a tractor has been built within 1 hour from start to finish. Bye bye. See you at a farm next time. Cab is now dropping. This is so exciting. Future of manufacturing is in this country and it is incredible. 100,000 carbons here. This is one of the most unique I've been to. Ni hao YouTube, or g'day and good morning guys from the beautiful city of
Luoyang.
So we are here in beautiful Luoyang in Hunan province, and today we're going to be showing you guys a little bit of an interesting video. I'm so excited. So come with us, and we've got our farm hat on, and yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
So behind me here is the first tractor that was made from this factory. 31 years and no breakdowns. Can you believe it? Back then they really built stuff to last. So this is the Caterpillar version. Really cool. And behind me, this is the second generation. 30 years and no breakdown. 35 years no breakdown. 30 years no breakdown. Amazing. This one has actual wheels this time rather than the Caterpillar. Really cool. I can't wait until we go into the factory. We can see the stuff that they're making from today. So here guys, we have one of the really old metal lathes that they used to make all of the parts and manufacture the tractor on. They don't really use these ones today because the technology is quite old, but you can see here how they used to use it. These are all of the workers here as well that used to work on building everything. So as you can see here, a lot of old photos here of people working on the heavy machinery to build the tractors. Really cool to see.
Never seen a tractor this huge.
Massive, right?
It's massive.
So this is how a lot of tractors are in Australia as well, guys. Really, really big.
Look at the size of that.
Look at the wheel. It's taller than Sophia. And it actually has two parts, guys. So you can see one wheel here, one wheel here. And not only can this be driven obviously by a human, but it can be driven automatically as well and mapped out on a field to do cultivation. So it has 24 gears. Can you believe it? What a beast. 240 horsepower. Okay guys, here we are in the assembly line. As you can see, all of the workers are working here in the assembly line building the tractors. You can see the tractors here on the belt just running slowly around, and all the different workers here. This is so cool. Now unfortunately we can only stay on this green part, so we can only follow the green part all the way around. Otherwise I would walk up here and show you guys, but because of safety we can only go on this green part here. So here guys, they are building the engine up from the chassis, as you can see here, and this moves slowly, 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 and each step they're grabbing new parts from these boxes to then add to the tractor. Some of this stuff is automated by robotic arms, but a lot of it is still used by hand. As you can see, this guy here, he's putting all of the parts on by hand. They have the drills here as well, and they have to work fast, guys. If they stop for a break, then this will continue, and it won't be good enough, right? So they need to make sure that every part that they're responsible for comes on during that time. But this is really, really fascinating. It's very, very loud in here. As you can see here, this is the next stage where they start to put on the cab of the actual tractor. And I believe from start to finish, you're looking at maybe around 1 hour to assemble the full tractor, which is just incredible speed, isn't it? So here we go. You can see now that the cab is now dropping onto the top of the engine and chassis here, and then they'll just simply put this on top, screw everything together, connect all the hoses, and then it'll be on to the next section. This is so exciting. And you can see they've got all the safety gear on. They've got their yellow helmets on and you know, proper work boots. You need this stuff when you're in a factory like this. So here right now he's currently fitting the tire onto the tractor. You can see 2 more tires about to come down, and then he'll then fit those on next. So they use this machine to get the tire and put it straight on, and as you can see he's now spinning around to put the final nut on, and just like that onto the next tire. So he'll now grab the next one and fit it on. Wow. Guys, they are seriously so fast here. It's actually incredible, and they have to be at speed. You have to make sure that you're on the ball. If you're not concentrating, something bad could happen. So here, guys, is the engine and chassis assembly line. So this is what happens before we even saw that stuff here. This is one of the first steps that they take to actually build out the tractor. This is probably one of the most important steps. If your engine isn't right, if the main foundations of the tractor aren't right, then you could have a lot of problems. And these guys just know what they're doing, don't they? So experienced. And so many workers as well. There's at least 300 workers in this workshop easily. What do you think?
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's
cool.
so amazing, right?
Yeah.
Do you reckon that you could do this job?
Yeah, I can do everything.
You can do anything. I reckon you'd look so good in a little yellow hat and doing the drilling. So this is now the final stages, and this one is about to get driven off the production line. And this guy here is getting in the tractor here and driving it straight off the production line, and then that will go for quality testing, which is obviously another important part of it. So they'll put a bit of fuel inside the tractor so it's good to go, and once they fill it up, then this guy will then drive it off and put it with the rest of the tractors. Now they've just put oil in there as well to make sure all of the engine runs smoothly. You need petrol, you need oil. So this door will open up in just a second, and he will go out. Alrighty guys, and just like that, a tractor has been built within 1 hour from start to finish. Bye bye. See you at a farm next time. How amazing is that? Just like that. Only 10 minutes ago that was getting its first wheels put on. Now it's already out the door. Incredible. So that's how tractors are made here in China. The future of manufacturing is in this country, and it is incredible. So as you can see, a lot of Chinese companies are really accelerating right now. And it's not just because of their amazing workers or their high sales. It's actually because of a lot of Chinese government policy changes that are happening every single day. But similarly, a lot of policy changes are happening in the US at the moment, and some that you may be able to capitalize on. Recently, the US Department of Energy announced $2.7 billion in contracts to restore domestic uranium enrichment capabilities. That's not just another headline, it's a clear sign that the USA wants their own uranium supply again. Right now, the US consumes around 50 million pounds of uranium every year, but they're only producing currently around 1 million pounds. That means that the country is reliant on foreign supply. In a time and a world that we live today where energy security matters the most. So that is where Kirkstone Metals comes in, trading as KSM in Canada and KSMCF in the US. The company controls 2 100% owned uranium projects in the Athabasca Basin, which is widely known as the richest uranium district in the world. Their flagship Key Lake uranium project has already returned high-grade uranium near surface, but the bigger target may be deeper underground. The team is using a discovery approach inspired by the basin's biggest uranium finds, with the goal of chasing a much larger source below. And that's what makes it interesting. The basin has produced some of the world's largest uranium discoveries, with an estimated 200 to 300 billion dollars of uranium identified in the ground. Yet Kirkstone is still sitting at a market cap
below $12 million. With uranium prices rising and US policies shifting towards domestic supply, and Kirkstone already advancing their exploration, this is one of those stories that could get a lot more attention from here. Some companies operating in the same district are valued at over $10 billion. And with the US pushing for more domestic supply, Kirkstone could potentially become a leading beneficiary of the reshoring mandate. So if you want to learn more about Kirkstone Metals, then check out the link in my description. I have all of the information there. And a special thank you to Kirkstone Metals for making today's video possible.
Okay, where are we?
In front of this big, huge, massive tractor.
So right now we're in the testing area. So this is where they test to make sure the tractors are running properly, the water test. So they'll spray everything with water, see if there's any leaks. They'll do a pulling test to see if there's any problems with towing or anything like that, and a whole heap of other tests. Obviously these tractors are very expensive, so when you're selling it to farmers, you want to make sure that everything is working. So that's why testing is so important. And you can see these guys here, these are the testers, and here comes the tractor right now. That's another one, the speed test. Does it go as fast as what it's meant to? Let's see if we can even climb into a tractor. Okay guys, here's a tractor. Let's see if we can climb on up. Okay. Ooh, it has that new tractor smell. Wow. Look at that. Wow, so cool. Oh my gosh guys, look at these controls. That is incredible. I shouldn't touch anything. I don't know where the on button is. Wow, so we have a screen here, a tablet, which would tell you everything about what's going on in the field. You've got speakers here, lights. Let's shut the door. Oh, that is silent. Oh my gosh. So it even has a passenger seat too. So I need my passenger princess. Passenger princess, please come.
Wow.
Okay, sit on your passenger seat.
Top of the world.
How quiet is it in here?
It is.
So here we are guys, so we're gonna drive the tractor all the way back to Nepal and we'll start a farm.
Farming. Yeah.
So here we have a radio, we've got the lights for the tractor, I think this is the air conditioning, and here we have all of the controls for the tractor. So this is all digital now guys, this used to be fully analog. And we've got go and stop as well, and obviously the steering wheel. So this big tractor behind me, the one that I was just in, is around 200,000 Australian dollars. So what's that, like 150,000 US dollars. So pretty expensive, but you do get a lot of tractor for that price. So not too bad.
Later that day.
Okay, where are we?
We are here at National Heritage Park.
That's right, and Sophia is about to get some Han Fu.
Like always.
Like always. So for those of you who don't know, Han Fu is a traditional Chinese dress.
I love to dress in Han.
And we're about to see some people dancing in Han Fu. Let's have a look.
Let's get started.
What one are you going to
I
pick?
have no idea. I like everyone.
You like all of them?
Yeah, all of them.
Okay, bye.
Time to do the mix.
Bye. Wow, so beautiful.
Thank you.
So Sophia finished her hanfu. I just got a lucky cup tea. Really good, just 8 RMB. It's like just $1. So good, so cheap and really good ingredients. So yeah, now we're going to tour around here and explore a little bit. So let's do that. Wow guys, so check that out. Beautiful city view here in Luoyang. So beautiful. Lots of people are out here taking photos. This is quite the tourist attraction as well. You got the beautiful pagoda there and everything. Lovely city lights. China is always happening. Something's always going on. They've got the big square down here. Everyone's doing their evening walks and photos, and even some dancing is going on down there as well. Honestly, I have to say, China's always surprising me. The amount of things that you can do here and how affordable it is for the citizens it's just crazy. In Asia, or even in the world, China is just so far ahead. It's always surprising me. Also, one thing I noticed about these cities is this is a tier 3 city, believe it or not, of I think it's around 7 million people. And a city that you've probably never heard of, yet they have beautiful stuff like this. A lot of people in the West have never heard of these cities, and neither had I before I came here. So it just goes to show how China's quietly building and growing in the background, and we don't even notice. And when you come to a place like this, you really see what's going on here in this country. So really amazing, and so cool to show you guys. And it's so awesome for you guys to be right beside us as Sophia and I travel around to all of these places in China and all around the world, to take you along with us on our travels. We get a lot of comments sometimes of people saying, you know, I've just had such a hard week at work, or, you know, I'm feeling very depressed right now, but your videos have really helped us and inspired me to, you know, feel good about myself and to be traveling and save more money so I can travel, or maybe it just helps people get through their day. Whatever it is, we feel really grateful that you watch our videos, so thank you so much. Such an amazing job we have to be able to share this journey with you guys. Okay, my beautiful queen, you look amazing. Wow, look at the city behind you. Looks amazing. So that one just there, that's called Mingtang, and that one is called Tingtang. And that was the Buddhist stupa pagoda looking thing that the king built for the queen. Something like that.
Did you know that China was inspired with its pagoda style by one of the artists in Nepal?
Really?
Called Arihiko. He's the
Wow.
one who introduced that style to China.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa, cool. Can we get some spins? Oh, so beautiful. Wow. So behind me here is Wu Dongtian. She is the first ever woman king. Yeah, you heard that right. Not a queen, but a king. The first ever woman king of China. Isn't that incredible? Okay, so now we are down the bottom here. Check this out. Look at these grand walls, this square. China is always surprising me. We're in a random city you've never heard of. And look at this. Absolutely beautiful.
The next day,
Okay, so it is now the next day and we are at the Longmen Grottoes, which is essentially Buddhist carvings in a wall.
Which is huge.
And there's over 10,000 carvings, you know that?
I know that. And also, it is also UNSC Oh, heritage.
UNESCO.
Yeah, that one.
UNESCO World Heritage Site.
That's right.
And you have a drink bottle in your pocket.
Yeah, I was sleeping.
And you were sleeping. Yeah. Let's go explore. Okay, so here is the beautiful entrance. You always know it's about to be a good sightseeing when there's loads of Chinese lanterns. Look at that. Wow, very cool. So not only do they have the rock carvings, which we'll just see in a second, but we're also here on the beautiful E River with the beautiful rock bridge behind me. How amazing is that? So cool, lovely, amazing river here. And it is pretty busy today. Lots of Chinese tourists out here. And yeah, so it should be good to see these stones. Now, you might be wondering, where did Buddhism originate from? Did China make it? The answer is no, it actually came along the Silk Road from India, maybe around 1800 years ago. Buddhism came along the Silk Road and it was entered into China, into Tibet as well. A lot of the emperors got behind the religion because it was very similar to Taoism and Confucianism, and because of that, they built these statues in the rock, so pretty cool.
This is so cool. We have hot spring here with koi fish. I'm gonna touch the water and see if it's actually hot. It's not. Jack,
Yeah,
who told you that that's hot spring?
the guide just said it.
Oh, but it's not hot.
It's not hot.
It's supposed to be stuck.
Is it hot? Oh, it's cold. It's a cold...
I was thinking if it was hot, then how would this fish survive it?
That's true. It's a cold spring with koi fish.
Look at that one.
Whoa, that's a beautiful one. Big wavy tail. Okay, so we're at the first attraction and it's pretty busy. So many people. And we've got the first rock carving here of the Buddha. And the reason why they carved all of these statues here is because the rock is super soft. So I'll show you guys. Really beautiful. So in this cave, you can see that he's got his fingers up, but what is it?
I think it's cut.
It looks cut, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it looks cut.
I think it fell or something. It broke.
Apparently the fingers fell off, but it looks like a straight cut, guys. And we've been many Buddhism places around the world, and sometimes the statues can get destroyed. So maybe the fingers just did fall off, or maybe it was something else, because it looks like a clean cut. Super interesting. And do you know a few facts about this place? You want to know?
I want to know.
Okay, so this all started, all of these rock carvings, 400 AD. And
Wow.
it took 500 years to finish. Over time, different dynasties, different people were doing the carvings. So a lot of you guys might also be wondering, why are some of the heads of the statues missing? In the 1800s and 1900s, a lot of looting and theft actually happened. And a lot of these heads ended up in museums all over the world. Can you believe it? So there's this head missing. Inside this cave, the head is missing. Over there, the head is missing. So yeah, a lot of them got stolen, which is quite sad. And they're in a museum somewhere now. Also another cool thing, if you come here with as a couple or with a family or even by yourself, you can take a boat ride, which is a really nice way to see all the caves from a bit of a distance. Okay, so now we've come to the big Buddha. We've got to go all the way up the stairs now. You ready?
Ready?
You like climbing?
I took off my jacket now, but yeah.
You don't like climbing?
I do.
Come on, you climb Everest.
That's why.
Wow, that was a little test of fitness. Definitely worth it though, look at that.
Wow.
Beautiful. Look at this one. And this one's Kuan Yin, I think her name is. This one, half the head is missing. And then of course we have the main Buddha as well. Buddha's ears are actually the same size of a small human. maybe 5 foot. Incredible. So big. And actually they've positioned and made Buddha's eyes, so no matter where you're looking, from what angle, if it's straight on, if it's from the side, it still feels like the Buddha is looking at you, which is actually quite true and a little bit creepy. Well, I guess that ends today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. From tractors to many other things we've done here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next week. And as always, guys, keep it real. Cheers.